Well, I do believe it's investigation time yet again. I'm pretty glad that there's a second investigation in this. I wouldn't feel like I got my money's worth if I actually, paid for DLC that was not a second investigation. But I'm actually really not sure what's going to happen this time, because we already revealed the supposed big illusion behind the time travel thing, so what is there going to be to investigate? I have a feeling that it might involve more to do with Selena and how she fits into all this. Because obviously when you get a photo of someone from the past who's dead, they're obviously going to be important later. Well, I had a feeling Athena would be showing up again. Yeah, what else would it be? Yeah, actually, quite a lot, but they are a very rich family. And Maya's back. Yep, she'll be our assistant this time too. But we still haven't found out what the pterodactyl was, and that's kind of interesting, because usually you figure out Larry's ridiculous cryptic sketches during his testimonies, unless Larry's going to testify again. Yeah, and how exactly Ellen must have passed out? Well, it's clearly either Sprocket or Pierce. So that gives him a pretty good reason for us to be suspicious of him, but then again, I mean, they could pull a fast one and it could actually be Sprocket after all, but that'd be pretty tragic. Huh. Oh, Larry's back. Oh yes, your busy schedule of hitting on people who don't want your attention and writing children's books that are extremely weird. Yeah, I was about to say something to that effect. Says the guy who said, "We're not friends anymore" at the trial. Yeah. Now, if he has Cyclops again, yeah, that's going to be amazing. "7 PM, that was before the victim died. Seemed like he tried to crash both of them. So afterwards that happened. In the reception hall, I thought she was attacked on the balcony. Okay, they forced her out onto the deck. That's what the prosecution says, although they believe it was premeditated. Yeah. Of course, yeah. And completely screwed up on which lantern to switch. But Pierce did use... He did use his keycard. He was the second last person to use it, and Gloomsbury used his too. Or had it really? There is always the possibility of that dry ice throwing things off even further. Yeah, and of course she had something on her that looked like the murder weapon, so of course everyone arrested her. And yeah, of course, because every time you try and do something nice for a lady, it always backfires horrendously. Yeah, that's still a big blank. And why was it that he seemed to have been knocked out by one blow and then someone else finished him off? So yeah, this is probably going to get to the pterodactyl thing. Yeah, that was what I thought you were going to say. And we still haven't resolved what that was. Yeah, so that must have been something else. Yeah, at the moment my guess is some kind of glider? Well, I mean, what else is new? Getting that updated now, though, long before the actual trial. And you're going. That sounds suspiciously like a convenient excuse. Maybe we need to keep you here and ask you a few more questions. You might be hiding something. Oh wow, he's actually doing book signings. And I'm guessing you only sign books for girls? Oh, of course. Yeah, every time Phoenix supposedly gets something free, it's actually charged to him. I had a feeling people around would want some. Oh yeah, maybe she knows a few more things. Uh-oh. She's gonna want to do anything she can to get out of that. Now, we haven't had cases in so long, we're relying on magician shows to make ends meet. More like, no, I don't want to be turned into an irrelevant character to this episode. I still hope there's a Mood Matrix segment later in this case, but I'm not sure. Oh, hey, Maya's theme's back. So, I don't know if Maya has anything to say about anything in the office or if these examinations are all the same. Okay, Maya does comment. Well, Apollo's already done that, and, of course, Maya always forces Nick to do dangerous things. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow, really? Oh, okay. Or, that's actually a case file from earlier in this game. That's actually kind of cool. No, that would look quite strange on him. I guess we really haven't seen Phoenix wear literally anything except that and the pink sweater in the past. For a while, yeah. Yeah, mine would probably play something very loud. I don't know what that package is, though. Well, you know, I mean, you adopt someone who does magic, it's pretty obvious what that is. And I think that's everything I can examine, so... It's kind of a shame that Mai doesn't comment on Phoenix's old hobocap, but let's move. The detention center is really... Okay, we can still go to the Sprocket residence. And she's still cleaning. And she's still in weird mode, I see. Yeah, she's going to be really devastated if he turns out to be the murderer. Oh, and she is going to switch back, isn't she? Oh no, she's going to get the pan. Yeah, it's serious. I don't know if it's specifically a Melee Princess Peach reference with Peach's white alternate outfit and that frying pan, but it really looks like it to me. And her reaction to that is to start ironing. Okay. Oh, that's new. She hasn't done that before. And yeah, I don't want to know who those are. Yeah, it's just him and Pierce are the two suspects, and Pierce seems more obvious, which makes me feel like they might pull a fast one, and it turns out to be Soren. Yeah, so, accusing her fiancé, probably not a good idea if you're trying to get information out of her, just saying. Yeah. Oh, hey, she actually went, switch modes during dialogue. It's kind of a nice way to cut down the animations. Okay, is there any random stuff I can present to her that's new? Does she know about this? Oh, she does, actually. That's actually pretty nice that she's got a reaction to that. And crying. Okay. Yeah, she's clearly devastated about that. Let's... What about, do you have a comment on the keycard records? No, you don't. Oh, this is a long, wrong evidence dialogue. I forgot how long this one was. So I should probably only try to present random things to her that she's very likely to comment on. What about the drawing? Nope, okay. Yeah, at least it's not... Well, I mean... Now, there's a certain fan game where there's an irrelevant evidence present conversation for one of the witnesses that causes them to have a psych lock. That is a pretty annoying one to have to see repeatedly. That's one of my few complaints about that one fan case. But anyway... Mostly, but he does seem to have that weird thing about saying he's seen time travelers. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I just noticed that her earrings look like Mystic Waters. Does anyone else see that? Yeah, so what about him? He's our other potential suspect. And I want to know more about the victim as well. About a year ago. And now he's in charge of everything. Yeah. I'm sure who he is obviously going to be very important to this case somehow. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. How did he do that? And now time travel! Which is fun. I remember back when this case was first announced and they said the theme is a wedding and time travel, and everyone was like, what? Yeah, he does seem to be, and again, that thing about him saying that he's seen time travelers, that's gotta mean something. Yeah, it's probably something to do with his sister. Yeah, so that, yeah, I was just mentioning that. Unless someone looked as if they travelled through time to him. Again, there's that memory loss theory that I had. Okay, I actually missed that, Okay, don't cause Soren any trouble, okay. Unless he's the murderer. And is she? Yeah, I thought so! Yeah, well... maybe we need to talk to Pierce, I guess. I think we're gonna need to investigate the hold at some point. There'll always... I mean, you know, in every new investigation phase, there's usually at least one new location that you have to visit, and usually it's a pretty major one. Like, back in Case 3 we had, I guess I shouldn't specifically spoil Case 3. There might be some people looking at this who've, because you can technically do this case at any time after you download it, and any time after Case 1. So, like I said... okay, 2 new places. I was right about the hold. And there's an elevator that goes to the hold from the Vista deck. So it's down there. But there's also a lift from the Vista deck. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. So, this might be, my, non-American roots here, but to me, elevator and lift are the same thing. Are there any new things to examine here? That desk is still broken. That's still kind of suspicious. I mean, supposedly it was a big wind, but... okay, so we've pretty much examined just about everything. So let's just go back in there. Okay, we can go straight to the hold. Nice. I thought we'd need some kind of a keycard to get in here, though. Oh, look at those gears turning. That's pretty cool looking. And there's a cake here still. If that's a real cake, I wonder how long it's been left out for. I just realised Maya's probably going to try and eat it, isn't she? Oh, and there's a sign there saying Vista deck. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking, actually. Somebody must have left it unlocked. Oh, it's Emma. Hi, Emma. For your own sake? Is that really what you're doing? Or are you trying to impress Edgeworth? It's kind of funny, because in the courtroom, her fangirlism trumps her friendship with Phoenix, but here it's like, oh yeah, go ahead, investigate away. And wait. The whole floor? Oh. Yes, don't fall off and die. Apparently, it's less okay if Maya falls off and dies than if Phoenix does. So... Right, we can still talk to her about things. Doesn't look like there's all that much evidence here at this point. Pretty much, yeah. So I guess all that's left to do is to see what we can investigate. Okay, so these flowers, obviously, the same ones that were found with the body. The gear flowers. This makes me think of a grass type that gets shift gear as an egg move or something like that. Yeah, that's not what you want to see at a wedding. And there's some utensils there. Maya, don't touch it. Yeah, you've already broke one thing in this case. Oh yeah, exactly. So that thing... Oh, though, that's the helipad. That's got a big H on it, okay. So the helipad is down... Oh, that would make sense, though, if the helicopter landed on it and then went down into the hold. Surely someone would have noticed if something like that was involved in this case. Yeah, don't mess with that. Well, I guess we're grounded at the moment, so it's fine. And you've got dizzy. And there are some gears there, but that's for the lift, and there are the Pega-Bulls and Pega-Moo things. Let's look at that. We're not finding much at this point. Yeah, they don't have horns, so these two are the females. So I guess they had one spare of each. Yeah, I mean, not particularly as glaring as the difference between Taurus and Miltank, but still, pretty glaring. Of course. That's what makes Larry, Larry. Okay. That's probably going to be important a bit later. You know, I just realized we haven't actually gone to the police department ever in this game. Usually in Ace Attorney games, the police department, at least the front of it, is a location. Do you have some kind of license for that? Yeah, because that totally gives you qualifications to fly a plane. I've kind of... It's kind of funny. I like Maya's dialogue here. I've really missed it. You're gonna eat it, aren't you? Oh, it isn't real. Yeah, I had a feeling they wouldn't leave a real one out for that long. Yes, let's have cake. Okay. So there's a shelf there and some controls from the looks of things? Oh, yeah, bells. They look like bells. Okay. Yeah, it's not on the part that elevates, okay. Okay, and that is a separate area to investigate. Candle. Whose are those? Left handprints. Oh, yeah, it would be too easy if it was any of the suspects. I'm looking forward to this. Ace Detective! Okay, he was. Let me see. There was some blood on his hand. I wonder if that's relevant. Okay, that is his left hand. And that has blood on it. That's going to be important. So he had blood on his dominant hand. And he was touching that candlestick. Maybe he used that to attack Ellen? I mean, it wouldn't be that unnatural for a butler to have a fingerprint on a candlestick, though. Oh, no it isn't. Oh, so obviously it was involved in the murder. Yep, and anything added to the evidence file is obviously going to be used. So, left-handed. There's a few ways we can end up using that, actually. Oh, no, 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 no. Not this again. Not me spending 30 minutes trying to find fingerprints again. And, can't put my finger on it, because there were fingerprints on it, Can we 3D? No, we can't 3D examine that just yet. So that white stuff down there is the fingerprints from the looks of things. Doesn't really look too similar to anything that we have at this point, but, Oh, okay, there's the switch here. Did I get it? Ah, yeah, I missed it. Was just a little bit off. There, the switch and the gears. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, there's some really dragged blood on the side. That's important. I was wondering why there wasn't any evidence in this area, and now, yeah, there's some pretty clear evidence. There might be some stuff under the helipad, too. Hope this is not Chris's blood. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to have to be using some... like the luminol testing fluid. I'm not looking forward to having to fingerprint again, but it's probably going to happen. Yeah. Wonder if Emma has anything to say about anything here. How many places in this series have been ruined by murders? Okay, so I guess we're going up there. And blood. Oh, we only saw it briefly. Yeah, that's definitely a helipad. Yeah, and in the opening, he was talking about throwing the time machine down there. That's obviously going to be important as well. Well, I mean, it's kind of natural to be in a situation like this. I mean, you could die. And down goes the platform. Oh, we're going back down, okay. So, there doesn't seem to be much up there on the Vista deck. Unless we can enter there via another way. See what it looks like with the helipad down. Then that gives us something else to potentially fall to our death from. So, oh, okay, yeah. I thought we just had to present the candelabra to her, but this works too. Candlestick. Huh, that looks like it could stab somebody. Broken. But it was a blunt... And here's Emma's theme again. But it was a blunt attack that kills him. Unless someone else was stabbed with this candlestick. Yay, luminol, not fingerprints. Although there's a feeling we have a feeling we might not like what we find out. Yep, there is blood on it. And one of the pins is broken. Clearly it was used to stab someone. Yeah, nobody... Okay. What might shed some light on whose blood that is? Oh, okay. I just thought of something. If the blood matches the blood stain on the lift, then we might get an idea of whose it could be. It almost feels like someone dragged their hand well, I mean, or the platform itself moving wiped it. Okay, so we get another topic to discuss here. The bloodstain. Two bloodstains are from possibly the same source? Don't underestimate the power of conveniently fast plot forensics. Same person, okay. Matches the blood on the candelabra, but it's unknown whose blood that was. Well, we've just got two pieces of evidence updated with one stone. But he has some on his hand. I just realized that Pierce and the investigation core theme, that Pierce could very easily cover up an injury with that fix-it drone on his arm. Could be. Ellen doesn't seem to be injured, so it's probably not hers. Yeah, I have a feeling Soren might have some Cyclops for us. Okay, so there isn't really that much to do on the deck. So that was kind of interesting.